All praises and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Ha Rakakodash. Double honors unto our apostle elders which rule great millstone well. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. May you endure into the end. Shalom wa abba. And so this video came out about the police, releasing this woman that was chained up in a bedroom in the top floor of a house, and the cop had to climb up there, and this is what he found. And I'm going to play the video, but I just wanted to point out, it says, a woman in distress, which you could hear her, she's like hyperventilating, was found chained to the floor in a home in Louisville, Kentucky. And this is new news, from Sky News 9 hours ago. And I just wanted to point out, this is what we've been telling you about through the prophecies. We've been warning our people that this was going to take place, that you're going to start seeing these women tied up in houses, not only just to be raped, but to be ate. Okay, these women are going to become food in these last days because they're about to destroy the dollar, all right? And when the dollar is gone, all right, the ability to buy food is gone. These people are going to turn on each other for food and for the great tribulation. And women are a booty in war, okay? There ain't no tough-ass woman that's going to fight in a war. Women are soft as pussy because they have that pussy, and they're going to become very effeminate in a time of war, and everyone's going to, take advantage of them. Whether it's that they become a wife and you're going to serve me, the man is over the woman, or the woman being a sex slave, abused, and fucking eventually eaten for the lack of bread. All right? These women, they like power, and they want power so bad, but the Lord's going to take away everything from them. So they're going to become powerless. Right now they got 911, they got a gun that they think will protect them. But when all this shit is done away with and there ain't no more internet, there ain't no more 911, they shoot those couple rounds off, right? Maybe scare 2 attackers away, right? Or even if they don't, a man just snatch them up before they could grab the gun. You know what I'm saying? These women are going to become slaves, whether it's to a husband or whether it's to, whoever is your capture. All right? Because the Lord is done with women ruling over men. And women are going to be humbled. How? They're going to be at a loss. Their Lord is going to take everything from them.
Where's the key? Yeah. He's got it on his feet. And he's got it. Put the door down? Yeah. I got a bunch of loot. Where you see a ladder at? I got a ladder. The ladder was on the side. Is anybody else in there? He did what? Is he Hispanic? Yeah. Where's the key? Yeah. He's got it on his feet. And he's got it on his feet. But there's no one else in here, right? No, you can There we go.
And you see, that little screw or bolt that was holding that down, that woman was not strong enough to break that wood, break that metal chain. She was chained up by the neck like a dog next to the bed. He was just using her for her pussy. All right, and when he was done with her, he probably would have shot her in her head. Could have made soup out of her. They said it was a Mexican. Could have made menudo out of her, right? Or just buried her in the fucking backyard and no one ever heard from her. And this is going to become more and more and more, all right, as time goes on. You're going to see these women being punished for their sins because the women have become degenerates, okay, of the nation of Israel, starting with the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian woman, And really, they were following the heathen women, starting with the so-called white woman. So the Lord is going to destroy these women. And it tells you that in 2nd Ezra 15, that pretty much everybody's going to be in a state of war. And in war, women are prey. Okay? It says in 2nd Ezra 15, verse 18, for because of their pride, the so-called white man's pride, and how he has the world in wickedness, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. So they're going to go into each other's houses with the gun, with axes, with machetes, right? And spoil their goods. And part of their goods, a man's goods, is his wife and his children, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. All right? Which it also tells you that these women that have husbands, they're going to lose them in war. It says in 2nd Ezra 16, verse 33, the virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms, no man to protect them. See, it takes a man to stop another man, right? That woman in that house chained to the floor, she needed that black man, the so-called black man, which, he was a Jake, but, he's working as a police officer. She needed that so-called black man to climb up that ladder and to come into the window to free her, to save her. So women are out of their ass when they say they don't need a man. All right, they're going to find out in these last days the only thing that can stop a man is another man. All right, and without a man, these women are nothing but prey. It says, the virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the wars their bridegrooms shall be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. Right? There's no food. Right? They perhaps go looking for food, get killed in the process. All right? Someone come in looking for food, kill your husband, take the wife for booty, chain her to the floor, eat the kids. Things like this is gonna happen on an everyday process. All right, and it's only gonna get worse and worse and worse because the earth is in a state of judgment now. So these women that like to be whores, they're gonna find themselves, getting raped. It tells you that in Zechariah 14 that even the foreign troops that they have waiting, as sleeper cells, they're waiting to come out of these houses that they live in, or these buildings where they're training, and they're going to come out and have no mercy upon Jake, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian, and they're going to just rape and kill the whores. It says in Zechariah 14, verse 2, for I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle. So this is the UN, the United Nations, which is being obedient to the so-called white devil, right? And the city shall be taken and the houses rifled and the women ravished. So let's go to NLT. It says, I will gather all the nations to fight against Jerusalem. So it'll be a race war right here in America. The city will be taken, the houses looted, and the women raped. You see? So the women are going to become prey overnight. All right? They're already being preyed upon, but it's really going to come when they make this implantable microchip, the mark of the beast, mandatory for buying and selling. The woman is going to become a major target for most men. All right, men are going to look for food, water, and women. Whether they're, older women, younger women, men are going to really not give a fuck anymore. And they're just going to see opportunity and they're going to take it. As we've been prophesying that these things were to come. This is judgment, all right? And not only on the whore, but on the man that lives in Babylon. Babylon being America. America is the whore that rides the beast that produces whores. And that beast is EU, and its military might, the teeth of that beast is NATO. All right? And those foreign troops, like those NATO troops and the UN troops, they're going to come into America and kill so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, rape them, eat them, do all kinds of horrible shit. All right? Which the 2/3 deserve because they reject the truth. But 1/3 is going to be given to Israel, to the elect, and they're going to be delivered out of it. Isaiah 14, verse 1. For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them. The Israelites that don't know, they're going to know, because it's not going to be able to be ignored no more. And they're going to have to either, die a horrible death or join themselves to the Israelites. It says, because they are Israelites. This salvation is for no other race but Israelites. It says, and the strangers shall be joined with them. Israelites shall, be joined to the brothers that are in this truth. And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, which the brothers in the truth, the ones that are of the elect, are going to teach those that are gathered to them about Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai. And the Lord is going to give the heathen to the Israelite as slaves after the destruction of their kingdom, which is America, and it's going to be destroyed by nuclear missiles. After they make the implantable microchip, the mark of the beast, mandatory for buying and selling, which will cause a great tribulation. Shalom to the elect, endure, brethren, above all.